So even though there have been so many new releases in the colour corrector and concealer market this year, and let me just have a look at my list. We've had a new one from YSL, we've had a new concealer from House Labs, we've had a new formulation from Armani, a new one from Lancome, new one from Estee Lauder and IT Cosmetics and Givenchy, Gucci, Too Faced, Charlotte Tilbury, to name but a few. This has been the easiest decision I have ever made, I think, in any of my favorites for the past 3 years. I'm so confident in my choices for this, and they may not be what you think. So we're gonna kick it off with colour correctors. Okay, so you probably did guess that this was going to be my ultimate favourite. This is from Huda Beauty and it's the Faux Filter Corrector. I have 2 shades in this, Pink Pomelo, which I use all the way through the winter months. I can also get away with Pink Pomelo in the summer months as well, but I also have Peach if my skin tone is slightly deeper than it is now. Peach is probably the one that I would use if I have a tan. This is so good. I have not used any other colour corrector since I've had my hands on this, only to try little bits here and there, and nothing has compared to this. NARS colour corrector used to be my ultimate favourite. This has completely blown that out of the water. This is so much better, so much more hydrating, so much more nourishing, sits nicer underneath the eye, actually sinks into the skin, so your concealer is pretty much sat on nothing, which is the perfect canvas for your concealer to make sure that it doesn't crease, go crusty, go cakey, go dry throughout the day. And to top it all off, not only is it nourishing and hydrating, the coverage of this is superb. So you need hardly any product underneath the eye to completely cover the under eye circles. Phenomenal, 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 phenomenal product. Super good, super. So there are some great ingredients in here. We have no alcohol, no fragrance, no essential oils. This is a non-drying formula, so the majority of people will be able to get away with this. It's also cruelty-free as well, so it's my cruelty-free favorite. It's got niacinamide in here, it's got glycerin, and it's also got vitamin E to nourish and hydrate as well. I have nothing bad to say about this product. Possibly the applicator is a little too large. Because it's quite large, when I pop a bit on the back of my hand, I dispense too much product, so I'm wasting stuff, and this is just way too good to waste. Also, because the applicator is so large and it does hold quite a lot of product, I don't feel comfortable applying this directly underneath my eye. Not that I would probably put it underneath my eye with the applicator anyway. I like to put it on the back of my hand first. I am being overly picky for the sake of being overly picky because I love everything about this. It is so good. My affordable favourite colour corrector goes to e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. corrector in the shade Peach. Slightly different range from e.l.f. Instead of just going for under eye colour correctors, they've actually got a corrector range for the entire face. So they actually have a peach colour corrector, a slightly darker one for darker skin tones. They also have, I believe, a blue colour corrector, a yellow colour corrector, and a green colour corrector as well. Green will counteract redness on the skin. So it's a slightly different range, but a great product all the same. Has a lot less product in than the Huda Beauty, but it still works out a lot more affordable. So you get 2.8 mils in the e.l.f. and it's £4 to buy. So seriously affordable, works out at £1.42 per mil. And then the Huda Beauty, you actually get 9 mils in here for £26. So that works out at £2.88 per mil. So this one, half the price of this one when you take into the amount of product that you get. For me personally, I would stretch to the Huda Beauty every single day because this one isn't as nourishing underneath the eyes, and after continued wear, although I don't think this is drying, it doesn't do my under eyes any benefits either, which I believe the Huda Beauty actually does. I know a lot of people don't buy it for that, but I just think it is a superb product. This one actually has no alcohol and fragrance or essential oils, but there are no skincare ingredients within the formula. Still an amazing product, still covers over those under eye circles, not as much coverage as the Huda Beauty, so you do need a little bit more unless your under eye circles aren't that visible, in which case you may get away with one layer of product. So yeah, all in all, this is my affordable favorite. Do I think it is on par? No, but it is still amazing. This one is just phenomenal, head and shoulders above anything I've ever tried. Moving on to favorite concealers. Now, my ultimate favorite concealer, I have two. I've not been able to split these apart because they are both for different purposes, and I find myself reaching for both of these on different occasions, so sorry. Again, I'm going to cheat slightly. I have my usual ultimate favorite, which is the Lancome All Over Concealer. This is a medium coverage. This is stretchable. It has no alcohol, no fragrance, no essential oils. It is such a superb consistency and formula that stretches with the under eye, so does not crease, doesn't go cakey, doesn't go crusty or dry underneath my eye. It's just superb. But because this only gives medium coverage, sometimes I have to mix this with another concealer to give it the coverage that I require, or sometimes it requires 2 coats of this, which defeats the object slightly if I'm trying to avoid any creasing underneath the eye. This one, however, from Armani, the Power Fabric Plus Concealer, is better coverage than the Lancome. Now, this one doesn't have as much stretchability, that spandex quality within the formula. However, as long as I powder this in place and as long as I really push this into the skin underneath my eye with a finger, this does not crease on me at all. In fact, it looks gorgeous underneath my eye, extremely flattering, really good coverage. I have it on today and only one layer of this concealer over the top of my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector, and it wows me every time. It really does. Both of these concealers are seriously up there in quality and how they look, how they feel. They are really lightweight, very comfortable, don't go crusty, non-drying formulas. They're just beautiful. So the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Plus Concealer I have in the shade 3.5. This is alcohol, fragrance and essential oil free. It has vitamin E and glycerin. It doesn't crease, it doesn't move. It's incredibly easy to apply and it will give medium to full coverage. And then we have the Lancome Concealer, which is again alcohol free, fragrance and essential oil free, and has that beautiful spandex quality, as well as having some lovely hydrating and nourishing ingredients within the formula as well. So both of these absolutely love. I can't split them apart because sometimes I only want medium coverage, in which case I reach for this. Sometimes on days like today where I want to look flawless, this is the one for me. By the way though, moving on to my affordable and cruelty-free option, this blew me away. The lightness of this formula, I would never have known that this was an affordable product. It really did wow me to the point that I don't usually get wowed by affordable products. So this is from Catrice, and it is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I have this in 2 shades, 010, which is porcelain, and 020, which is light beige. I tend to mix these two together. It is full coverage, very lightweight and smooth, alcohol-free, but it does contain a fragrance which is quite punchy. It's waterproof and crease-proof. It's very liquidy and fluid, doesn't dry down too fast, which I really like about this, and it's a nice natural skin-like finish. I like concealers that don't dry down quickly because I like the time to work it into the skin and to blend it out. And if I need to take some concealer away from underneath the eye, you have time to do that with a concealer that doesn't dry down super fast like some of them do. This one allows you to do that. It also allows this to sit on the surface of the skin for a little bit longer to increase the coverage, and this has already got fantastic coverage to begin with. I like to let it sit on the surface for around about a minute before I start blending it out with my finger and really pushing it into the skin. Superb quality product for a fraction of the price of these two. So if you're after an affordable concealer, I would definitely suggest that you try these out. If you are wanting to see this concealer in action, I will be doing my full face of affordable favorites, but I also use this in my full face of affordable transfer resistant makeup. I'll link that up here for you and also at the end of this video, which is now. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know your favorite concealers and color correctors in the comment section. If I haven't tried any of those, I will run out, go and purchase them and try them for myself. If they are better than these, they may end up in my favorite concealers and color correctors of 2024. Who knows? Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please show it some love with the like button and don't forget to subscribe. If you have missed any previous videos that have come in this series, I will link the playlist over here for you. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.